Okie dokie. Boop. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Banner Saga. If you were here at the end of last stream, you would know that this is what we're playing, and you probably also saw part of the beginning of the game. We're going to go through that same part again, because there's a lot of people, most people, haven't seen it. But then we're going to keep going through the adventure of this game. That's basically it. Let me know if the volume of the game versus my voice is okay. The gods are dead. In their wake, man and giant survived through a tenuous alliance, driving black destroyers called Dredge deep into the northern wastes. Now is an era of growth and trade. Life goes on. Only one thing has stopped. The sun.
Að sjá dreggjana á ferlinu vor. It has been several long months on the road. The first signs of snowfall accost us on our approach to Strand, largest of the trade cities on the Val-human borders, and our last collection before returning to the capital. Several days ago, the sun simply came to a stop in the sky. Though during these long winter days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way. Some of the men in the caravan have taken it as a dire omen. I am not quick to superstition, but I myself will be glad to be done with this year's rounds. We have been warned by stranded travelers about brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home. Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here. We will rest here this day and inquire further when we speak to the governor.
Alright, the music is loud here. Is my voice still recognizable? Can you still hear me? I agree with what that guy said. So this is a strategy game and at the same time a choose your own adventure style game. I really wish I could turn these goddamn tooltips off. Yeah, I know, game. Sounds okay. Good. We're just gonna power through this as quickly as possible. Apologize for missing last stream. That's okay. At least you're here now. And you're the only one of the regular crew. Rob's not here. Swan's not here. Diana's not here. Sorry, I already said Swan, the Swan, right? So, Danielle, rather. Oh, there we go. Well, fuck me, I guess. She's there. So, hello.
Like a rabid wolf, that one. How did it come to this? We fool ourselves believing that peace will last. My grandfather built all this from a poor fishing village, you know. He watched the gods die, watched the chaos that followed, watched man and var slaughter each other, even before the dreads arose. All we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more dreads to war against, we war against ourselves. This chieftain meant to kill me, and he's not the first. A dozen families in the city would gladly take my chair. This one had men waylaying merchants, both north and south of the city, strangling trade, quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his last. This sort of wolf doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off, it just grows a new head.
Cool.
I'm in a bad way, my friend. Help me finish this fight, and I'll gladly send you on your way with double our king's tithe. Take any men you need. They're loyal, I promise you that. They will meet you down in the proving grounds.
Hello, Rob. So, most of the crew is here. You're approached by a familiar man who walks in step with you as you're leaving the great hall. He cuts to the chase. Eirik, steward of Strand. I manage the governor's business. Ubin, isn't it? It is. The governor tells me you'll be giving us a hand. It seems a bit chaotic around here, Eirik. It's been worse. We've got a lot of irons in the fire. What does he want exactly? Skull things. That you didn't hack up in the great hole scattered after you took out their chieftain. Their governor just wants to make sure they stay down. The governor was hoping you'd join me at the marketplace by the docks. Forgive me. Alright, I forgive you. If there's anyone left to worry about, I know who can tell us. Let me handle this. You meander through rows of open-faced houses and eroded stones. Colored canvases flap on a briny current. One man in particular blanches as you approach. Had. I'm not in the mood today. For what? Talking to an idiot. The Skulfing's chieftain bled out an hour ago, Had. So when you tell me what rat anus the rest of them crawled back into, it's such a strange sentence. Nobody's going to try to kill you this time. They don't talk to me. Eirik, need some help here? Had, I had a change of heart. I hope you do give us a hard time. Had sweats visibly, fumbling with some dirty trinkets on his table. Wait, just buy one of these. If everyone thinks I'm getting worked over every week, how am I supposed to know so much? Know much? Just a little food money, yeah? Yes, fair enough, right? You toss a sliver of silver on the table. Both men look at you with surprise. Had gestures meekly to a variety of junk from his stall. Take whatever you like. The only thing I'd like is the name of a place. Nobleman, up by East Wall. But that was months ago, last I know. Had skulks away with a wave of Eirik's hand, gathering things from his hovel. Disappearing for a while until this blows over, you figure. Your bodyguard steps forward. Are we done here? Gunnulf? Were you wearing green back at the Great Hall? No, just bought them while you were walking around. Why? You look like a frog. Better than an eggplant. Gunnulf goes off to look at more stones. Eirik, that man of yours seemed unreliable at best. A blind dog wouldn't trust Had, but he used to be a Skalfing. If they are licking their wounds, they've probably gone to old haunts, not new ones. A nobleman is a meat hole? Best I can tell. The name's ironic. Listen, I know a guy who would love to put a few of these scars in the ground. I'm going to find him. I'll meet you there. Yeah, alright. Start to me, my friend. Oops, didn't mean to double click. I'll remind him. So then we have the meat house up here. You arrive in front of what must be nobleman. A few minutes later, Eirik appears, with a weather-beaten man introduced as Valgard. I'll point them out, Eirik says over his shoulder. Ready? Let's get this over with. That's the spirit, says Valgard. Okay, here we go. Valgard boots the front door open so hard it won't close again without repair. As you enter the hall, Eirik is already at the head of a table, his axe drawn. Wide-eyed, drunken Skalfings scramble to find their own weapons, turning tables and mead steins in the process. Alright, let's fuck some people up. We're just setting up. I'm gonna move him here, him here. They can handle this guy, and then we'll take care of these. In fact, cold beans. Everyone must be concentrating. I don't know, maybe. Are you concentrating? Hello, Demi. Shit, I put him in the wrong place. God damn it. Alright, let's just move a little bit. Don't want to move too far. Alright. He's down, so now he can come in from the flank. Now we're gonna send him forward, and he's gonna break his shield. Oops. Nah, let's put him here. That works. Put him there, and then just take this guy out. This guy is so fucking overpowered. Well, he's not overpowered, but like, he is very powerful. It's in the court's hands. Yeah. Alright, take him out. Take out his shield first, and then we can just one-shot him next time. Looks like Gunnif is being teamed up on. Oh no. Yeah, god damn it. They like teaming up on the big guy, which makes sense considering he is the most powerful. If you're wondering how this works, the red is both health and strength. So if your red's low, you have low health and you do little damage. And then the blue is your armor. And that helps protect you. So sometimes it's worth taking out the armor before you start hacking away at the health. So he's injured. They don't die in combat like this. They just have to rest, so they're less effective in future fights. Hello, Anya. I forgot to read. Eirik is looking at the whole windows onto the bay. A fleet of longships approach with sails of bold reds and blues. One banner I know well, Vognir. Next for Val Kingship, last we spoke. The other flag? Looks important. Yeah, important guests. Let's see what I deal with all day long. Things make a little more sense. You hoped I'd have a stake in saying everything's fine here when the royal guests arrived. Not me, the governor. Now I have to make sure that there are no rotting bodies or pools of entrails still in the great hall before they come by. Can I ask one more favor? What is it? If you happen to stall our guests down at the docks, I wouldn't object. Maybe I will. Eirik and Val got a hustle from the meat house. To his credit, Eirik tosses the barkeep a sparse silver for the mess. You give an apologetic shrug and go to greet the new arrivals down at the docks. See how the boats are coming in? Vognir, a familiar varl, steps onto the docks. In your mind, you recall a much younger version tramping the halls of Grofheim, abundant in purpose. Can you guys still hear me? Is the volume still okay? Because I recognize that it's loud music on occasion. Gods, Ubin, you're looking ancient. Comes with being old, and if there's a Vognir, there must be Håkon. Must there? Still bleeding tributes from the poor and stupid old yaks? At what age do you lose a sense of shame? Jorundur demands it. I'll take that over lingering to death in Grofheim. Speaking of, I had no sense that you were so far from home. Just returned from Arberang, in fact. And glad for it. Håkon motions to the other ships in the bay, sails still fluttering. Golden wolf head emblazoned on the red. The king of men, or someone on his behalf. The king's whelp. The king's son, Ludin. Don't you know Skruvner? We visit his capital, he visits ours. It's how you make alliances these days. It's a miserable waste of time. Yes, Håkon, has it. Yes, Håkon has it. I'd almost forgotten. It's a good thing you're around, Håkon. Then you're going to Grofheim? I have the distinct feeling I finished my business in Strand and was heading there myself. We should caravan. We should. Give it a day. In better circumstances, I'd drink a week away, but let's just be done. Find me tomorrow at the gates. What he's trying to say is the prince is a delight to behold. Where is Mogar? Håkon, have him find a place to put up the warriors. I'm heading up to meet the governor. A host of giants depart in his wake. You recognize a few. Others are strangers to you. Guess I'm off to find Mogar. See you in the morning, Scrivener. I'll be along. The young prince of men ambles from his ship. He brushes off his tunic, scanning the beach with low eyelids. Ludin looks for all the world the sort of boy who grew up pulling the legs from spiders. The long road back to Grofheim should be more interesting than most years, you think. Hello, Kilroy. Weariness suddenly settles in, and you chuckle to yourself about what an odd day it has been. One of the governor's men at the great hall could find you a place to sleep. On the other hand, if you're going to join Vognir's caravan tomorrow, it might not hurt to share a drink with Håkon, or introduce yourself to the prince they spoke so highly of. Let's go talk to the prince, because we already talked to Håkon. Is this the right place? You find the prince at an inn. Guards blanket the building, including a sharp-eyed Varl who must be working for Ludin. A woman in red eventually waves you over and stands nearby, arms crossed. Greetings, Prince Ludin. Yes, you're with Vognir? I don't remember you. Not exactly. I've known Vognir for a long time. I'll be joining you back at Grofheim with my guards. Ludin looks up for the first time. The woman doesn't react. Why? I work for the king, carrying tithes to the capital. We crossed by chance. Oh, a tax collector. Fine company. What do you want? I hope to learn more about you. Oh? Well, you seem to know who I am. Do you have what you need? So I do. I won't keep you. Alright. You leave wordlessly. It seemed clear that Ludin was in no mood to talk, or he's a miserable cur. Scrivener. You find Håkon in a meat house, surrounded by other Varl. Strand is no stranger to Varl, but rarely sees this many. Håkon waves you over. Went straight for a flagon? Vognir's the one who agreed to pass up a drink. I wasn't invited to the governor's hall anyway. You already missed the massacre. Every year I make the rounds collecting taxes. Every year it's the human settlements that give me trouble. No surprise. What this time? When I got there, the great hall was already full of bodies. We added a few more. Ha! Humans. I guess if you only lived as long as a yok's fart, I might be desperate to make something of myself too. It's not too late to start trying, Håkon. Håkon lets slip a low chuckle. Any Varl would recount his deeds, known as he is for cutting a swath through Dredge at Vognir's side in the Second War, and regularly since then. Down here, I'm glorified bodyguard. You might have a point. Just another reason to get back to Grofheim. Soon enough, I imagine. You drink until the mead house becomes overbearing. Then step into the cool air outside. Let's go up to the Great Hall. At dawn, you're awoken by a delivery of goods. At least you think it's dawn. Damn hard to tell with this sun that never moves. The governor's crest adorns the supply leathers. All there, just as promised, to your mild surprise. You wonder if Eirik had anything to do with that. Your guards take the treasure wagon down to the gates. Vognir is already there. A while later, Ludin and his men appear, groggy and disheveled. Mogr steps forward. Vognir's quartermaster, if you recall correctly, in charge of unwieldy entourage of warriors. You know him only in passing. He asks if you're ready to depart. We're ready. Gonna take a nap. Okay, Kilroy. Enjoy the nap. You follow Mogr and join the others. Usually, the smaller doors set into the gates would be enough to enter or leave the city, but the town guards have been told to push them open entirely. They mutter things under their breath that are best not heard. Perhaps the governor expected you to draw a crowd, but there's nothing of the sort. Just frustrated, tired people. It summarizes Strand well as a whole, you think. So now we get to the traveling portion of the game. So we're traveling across the vast open space of the northern lands. And so we get to make decisions along the way. And we can zoom in, I think. Yeah. So you can see the caravan with all the people. The caravan stops for the day. A gift, says Mogr, cracking open mead casks, from our gracious friend, the governor of Strand. Hours pass with raucous raucous laughter as the mead is passed throughout camp. We're not... we can toast. You raise your drink, toasting the alliance between man and Varl. The others join in. Ludin's expression is like a stone wall, but the others laugh at you, your exaggerations. Eventually, you sit down beside Vognir. Chat with Vognir. Thanks for the speech, slurs Vognir. Hello, Lucas. Looks like you didn't have to miss out after all, thanks to Mogr. I thought the damned governor would never shut up. Did he give you the history of his entire family? He tried. Then he asked me to clean up his mess, for your benefit, turns out. And I'd given the job to you, too. Gods, there is no joy in politics. Speaking of, what happens after this business with Ludin? Hopefully, the boy goes back to Arborang on his own, and I can take out some frustration on Dredge or something. Starting to sound like Hakon. You don't like the life of a diplomat? Ha! Don't you miss the fight, Ubin? You down your meat instead of replying. Vognir slouches and shakes his head. There is no great joy in killing Dredge, but this. Pretty sure this nonsense is some scheme between the two kings to force some kind of lineage. Used to be, the warriors would follow you for what you'd done. Isn't that why they follow you now? Is it? Or is it because I'm next in line? These lines are getting muddy, Oddvarl. They've always been muddy, Vognir. Vognir stares into the campfire, lost in thought. You leave him to it. This is the Banner Saga, a Viking choose-your-own-adventure strategy game. Struggling getting on the live streams at the minute, but thinking of you when they're on. Yay! Hold on. Let me just... I can't scroll up, I don't know why. God. I need to do it manually. I just want to see. Okay. You rise groggily. The campsite, a casualty of merriment. Mogor is already kicking warriors awake when you spot Ludin stalking your direction. He sidesteps sleeping bodies. Better wake up, you nudge Vognir. You're needed. Ah, it's Ludin. Always a pleasure. You look well rested. Vognir releases a caged yawn and receives a hard-eyed stare in return. How long to Grofheim? Ha. We're only 2 days at a strand, you know. Come, I'll show you on a map. World map. Drag the map to look around, blah blah blah. Yeah. So this is the map. It is pretty big. Much like my penis. No. So we can click on anything and it'll tell us a little bit of lore about each area. It's really, really cool. Even these smaller areas have lore. It's so awesome. In this game we don't get to explore even a third of it. But this is a trilogy. 2 of the games are out currently. The third one comes out... Give me a second. Banner Saga 3. I imagine it comes out next year. The Banner Saga 2 was released about a year ago. And I think they're preparing to release the third game in 2018. Pretty sure. So I guess we'll just leave the map. We head north, then east past the forts. Grofheim's far from Strand. Going to be a long march. You should have drank last night, Ludin. Why not take the ships to no, Skrimstead. Skrimmerstead. What's the point of marching? The Silverstone Bay is called that for a reason. It stays covered in ice all year. It would tear up the longships. Too bad, though. We could have shown you all the wonders of Skrimmerstead. A half-sunken city crawling with dredge prints. Dredge and glaciers. You like glaciers? Ludin exhales through the nose, a poor disguise for his contempt. He turns and bats aside the tent flaps as he goes, barking at his company in the distance. Your voice very like. I'm glad you like my voice. Mwah. West Coast of Norway. Yeah, I guess it is the West Coast of Norway. Maybe. We'll see. I'll check the map and see if it looks like that. Don't poke the anthill, Vognir. He seems no happier to be here than you. Spend a few more days with the boy, old friend. You'll be looking for a tall cliff to hop off to. You should have put that as well, because the other guy said 2. Anyway, writing. Luden's got a shorter wick than Håkon. Thanks, Vognir. Let's get moving. Another half day to Vederfell, if we're lucky. Such a sweet voice. Perfect for ASMR. Oh, thank you. Camp. Camp is where you manage your caravan. Yep. You can pass time by using rest. Yep. Training. Yep. Oh, click the hero stand. I hate this. Goddamn hand holding. Like, I get it. Yep. Map. Let's see. Is this the west coast of Norway? Doesn't quite look like it. I mean, it could be if we imagine that this is more zoomed in than I initially thought. I mean, it would make sense, right? Where are we going? We are currently here. Where's Strand? This is okay. So this whole area is Strand, and I'm guessing we came from over here, right? And then we've walked this far, and that was 2 days travel. So if you can walk this far in 2 days, then that's probably no more than, what, 50 miles? Not Norwegian meal, by the way. But yeah, it's about 75 kilometers or so. And if that's 75 kilometers, we're looking at... Nah, it's not that zoomed out. Nah, this probably isn't modeled after Norway, unfortunately. Oh well. Maybe after Sweden. Who knows? Anyway. April 10th. Birthday. Cool shit. Let's go to training. Training is useful. Gets us renown, I think. And renown is stuff we can use to get gear. So this is worthwhile. Okay, we have an archer there, so we need the person who can run the furthest. That would be Luden. To go there. He's our shield breaker, so he'll get there. Okay, well, hopefully we can... Okay, this guy is really bad at breaking shields. Oh no. They always focus him. Okay, so Luden didn't really need to go there. Shit. Yeah. Poor Gunnulf. Always focused. He is actually really good. I promise. No, okay. No, this guy goes for attack. There we go. Well. He's resisting everything, it seems. Try to resist this. Is there more training to do? I wonder. I can't even remember. Did we even get... Did we get renown for that? I don't think we did. Okay, so it might be a thing in the sequel. We can just end the training. I'm gonna just double check. Because in the sequel you definitely get renown for doing training. Which is very useful. Okay, we need to change his order. He shouldn't go first. Get fucked. Alright, you go down here, take care of him. Take out his armor first. Okay. Nope, you're still gonna have to rest, dude. Break his shield. This will be done quickly, and then we can move on. Alright, good enough. It's time for you to step in. We might actually need good enough to take care of this guy first. Yeah. Seems like this guy is struggling. Jesus Christ. Alright, time to take out some health. Yeah, no, you don't stand a chance. Alright, let's just take care of him. What difficulty are you playing on? I didn't set any particular difficulty, so I don't know. Just whatever's default, I guess. I'll check. Alright, promote. Yeah, so they seem to be getting experience from this, which is worthwhile, but no, we actually don't get renown. In the sequel, you get renown. But we can still improve the people because they've gotten experience. So we're going to promote. We also have to spend renown to promote people. Promoting Gunov because he sticks around for a while. And he needs to just do more damage. The dude is a glass cannon, pretty much. Dude can't be promoted. This guy is also a glass cannon, but he's a little bit more balanced. And he needs to survive. He's going to be around. Oh good, he is a shield breaker. Shield master it says, but he was good at breaking shields. So that's what we'll use him for. Let's check what difficulty it is. Difficulty. Yeah, it's just set to normal. Heroes do not suffer injuries. Jesus Christ, that's way too easy. Require more rest. Okay, it's only artificial difficulty anyway, so it's not that fun. Let's rest. And I think we don't really need to rest that much more. No, traveling will get him on his feet, so we'll just go.
Winterfell. Even the name means bad weather, where frozen wind sweeps in from the bay. They tend livestock, but most are just men driven from Strand with nowhere else to go. Why else would anyone stay? We won't stop long.
By Haderborg. That's a lot of varl for some missing cattle. I don't know if I should be putting on the accent or not. What? Couple days back. Sent word to Strand about the cattle. Didn't expect an army. He looks pleased with himself until it sinks in that you aren't here on his behalf. Where have your cattle gone? Wouldn't know. My boys seen men up the hills. My boys seen men up the hills. This grammar. My boys seen men up the hills carrying them away. Don't know many men who can hoist a whole cow by himself. Scalfings out here, maybe? Could they have Varl working for them? Not from what the governor told me. I'm going to take a look around and get camp set up. The peasant spits, his eyes anxiously darting about as the caravan sets up tents. I'll be here no more than a day. There's silver for any food you've got. For hundreds of varl? Are you serious? Whatever you're willing to sell. You thinking of squatting? Not enough room for a couple hunters here. Forget hundreds of... Shut up. Hear that? Where's Ludin? It's faint. Sounds like fighting. And something else. If only this gosh darn Steam notification would stop. Håkon takes off at a run. Oh shit. What are you doing, Ludin? You're a fucking idiot. Alright, we're gonna die anyway. This is meant to go wrong. I don't want to. God damn it. Why is there a fucking tutorial here? Alright, let's... Well, he's the shield breaker. I really wish he would be closer. Fuck. Fuck. We could go straight up here. Yeah, alright, let's just go for it. So that pretty much eliminates that threat. This guy's so weak. Jesus Christ. Look at that. Just no fucking chance. And he can't reach him. So yeah, this is gonna get really poorly. Like really bad. Yep, there goes him. Alright, let's take out this guy. Ugh, fuck's sake, Gunnulf. You're a fucking idiot. Nope, again. You're just gonna die. And I can't reach him again. Great. Take out the shields. This thing is fucking insane. We're just gonna have to let our shield bearer take care of this. Bring the pain, what does it do? Break damage to a target, return. Breaks an enemy armor and punishes enemies for retaliating. Yeah. Alright, we can't afford to break any more armor now. So we're just gonna have to go straight for his health. That's why I missed the last stream. Sometimes it's kinda late when I have to work the next day. Late? If you're... I mean, I missed where you're from. But if you're... No, okay, never mind. You're in the UK. Yeah. Thing is, I have an American audience. So I gotta stream when they can watch as well. Okay. Man, we're completely fucked. No, we deflected that. We might actually make it. But maybe we're meant to die. Good shit. That was handled poorly, but the positioning in the beginning was absolutely fucking horrible. The fact that 2 people died before he even got to the big guy just completely fucked that up. You trying to get yourself killed, Ludin? What are you doing? I was trying... finding a... trying to get a shot between the plates. You never seen a dreadful... I don't know. Goddamn accent. You've never seen a dredge before, boy. What kind of idiot? Break their armor first. Where did they come from? We didn't even see them. They were just there. Anyway, blah blah blah. Accent. Håkon goes to where Vognir lies face down. The future Varl king lies motionless, aside from a spreading pool of blood. Vognir's dead. God damn it, Vognir. Danielle said she was gonna be here. Like she specifically said. Oh, pay attention. Right, so now we're playing as Rook and whatever her face is, I can't remember. You know what? No. I don't think they can reach us here. But we can't reach them either. We'll end the turn. Okay, good. Thread the needle. Then turn to lost armor if there. No. I never gonna get the fuck off in this game. Oh, trust me. There'll be fucking idiots. They'll come. Chips been absent. Yeah. Uh-oh. Get fucked. Renown. Was that a dredge? Alette, that was it. And it was a. Alette looks calm, but you can tell her heart is about to beat right out of her goddamn fucking chest. Just right out of there. Break through the fucking ribcage. It was. Let me see. Are you hurt? No, I'll be fine. When the dredge attacked your cart and the yaks bolted, it spilled most of your supplies. You can see dark figures moving through the trees when you glance that direction. All that food. That's the last we're going to get before winter. Do we, what do we do? Don't run. Let me think. We can get them. Let's go. I can see them in the trees. Are you sure about this? No, but we have to try. Be quick. Let's go. By the way, this is a 2-hour stream. These episodes will be 2 hours long because this is a relatively long game. Or at least compared to the ones I have done. If we do hour-long streams, then we'll be playing more than 10 episodes a game. Which means we'll be here, 5 months from now after the second one. So that's a little bit too long. Alette calms the yaks while you frantically toss supplies back into the cart. More dredge emerge, but you manage to get the cart moving again before they can close in. The colossal figures slowly recede into the distance. Cool shit. So we got more supplies. So here you can see, they've got the tiny little caravan.
Expected to see the dredge with my own eyes. What happened in the north? Already we see more between the trees as we approach our home, and Alette grips my hand tight. We must find Ivor.
We must find Ivor. Ivor is a cool dude. Probably one of the most level-headed characters in this game. At least as far as I remember. Good. The enormous vial in question towers over the men in the training field. He squints as you approach. Already back, Huntmaster? Thought you'd be tomorrow. Dredge. Everywhere. The dredge? How did they get through Greyhorn? Must have broken through the fort. The fighters nearby have stopped sparring. They gather around you. Damn it. They'll be here soon enough, if they're not already. You hear screams. From the outskirts, people are running toward the Great Hall. Ivor turns to one of the older boys in the group of fighters. Egil. Take a lead to the Great Hall. Tell the chieftain what's happening. The rest of you gather up as many people as you can. Come on, Alette. No, wait. I want to help. Let them fight, Ivor. Why not invite some goats to join us too? You're asking for dead kids. I won't let anything happen to her. They'll have to deal with it sooner or later, Ivor. What now? Egil, keep your shield up. We just have to hold off until everyone's inside. Then we'll figure out what to do next. More shouts draw your attention to some houses atop a nearby hill. Sure enough, dredge are gathering in number. Fear threatens to bubble over into panic. How long do we need to keep this up, you ask? Ivor shakes his head unknowingly. That's a bad sign. Are Norwegians furry? What do you mean furry? As in, like, hairy? Not that much hairier than other people. I don't think they have as much body hair as some other nations and whatever the fuck else. But Alette's bracelet, lovingly made by hunters, blah blah blah, to keep her daughter safe from harm. They have a lot of facial hair and long hair, probably on average longer than most most of the nations, like me. I'm off to sleep. Okay, Kara. Kara. Oh, no. God damn. Ready for battle. Having Rook and Alette go first is smart, because they're both archers. Alright, so we'll put him there, put him there, put her there. What we need to do... Okay, so what I'm going to do is have these two defend these, but at the same time take out these two guys, while these two break the shields of the big guy. Hopefully that's how that works out. But since he's too far away right now, we'll break his shield now. Okay. I hope that's not within his range. Looks like Ivor might be fine to take on both of these guys. Yeah. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is actually send him up to take out some of his shield. And Ben, although my name is actually Kira. Okay, Kira. I'm sorry. I guess I'll go kill myself now. Alright, go here. Make sure he dies. Shit. I hope he doesn't make it. Okay. We should probably take out some of his health. Just to keep Egil safe. Fuck. Move her back. Ah, god damn it, they get so many turns. That's not fair. Alright, we've taken out most of his shields. I think Ivor should be fine to take him. Yeah. Oh no, here we go, Alet. Tearing him a new asshole. Go then. Others are not baffled, I'm just being bugged outside the stream and I can't keep up with the chat. It's okay. I understand keeping up with the chat may not be for everyone. Not everyone is as gifted as I. Okay, well, Egil is dead. Well, he's been injured, but he's dead. A black horde is forming at the tree line. Enough of this, says Ivor, glancing over his shoulder. We're going back. Then adds, Rook, I'm doing one more check of the houses around here. See if you can find anyone. Yeah, alright, keep watch. As you turn to head back, a colossus appears around the side of the house. It silently looms over Alet, its face an expressionless, stony mask, more terrifying than any roar it may have produced. Time seems to slow as it pulls back its enormous mace. Let's shoot it with an arrow. As though it's second nature, you knock an arrow. Alet is standing directly between you and the dredge, making the shot perilous at best. If you're off by a few inches, shoot. Or safety above. No, that's not going to distract. The arrow bounces off the dredge's face, inches away from what you think is an eye. It recoils, then turns upon Alet. Egil pushes her aside. Ivor throws himself between them, catching the mace on his shield, and returns the favor, crushing the dredge's head with his shield point. Then, the dust settles. You can see that everyone is alright. Yay. New to the chat? No, you're not. Bribey, you've been in the chat many times. Hold on. Just kind of, I know it doesn't look like it, but I'm stretching my legs. Let's get out of here, says Ivor. As he goes to check the last few houses nearby. Rook, if you can find any more survivors, and meet me in the front of the hall. See if you can find. Yeah. Alright, dude. You find anyone? A few. Send them inside. Gods, this is bad. I'm out of practice, Rook. Look, as long as I've known you, you've always wormed your way out of talking about Dredge. This would be the time to start talking. I can tell you that they rarely stop to rest. The sooner we leave, the better. They'll follow us until we're tripping over tired women and children. Then they'll attack. Even after we're wiped out, they'll keep coming, trampling corpses in their wake. There is no end to them. How did anyone survive the Great Wars? Ask the Menders. I wasn't there. But I know you've fought your fair share. Yeah, I killed enough slag for one lifetime. And that's why you're going to save us now. Don't lay that on me. Come on. Let's get inside. Banner Saga is too serious to make snarky comments and immature innuendo about. It gets a little bit silly on occasion. Let's get the Harris first. So we're going to promote him. And we're going to upgrade his ability to break shields, I think. He does a decent amount of damage, has a decent amount of armor, so now he has a lot of shield break, which is something we're lacking from this team. What do you do? You're a raid master. Okay. Alright. Supposedly a bullet sponge. Okay. We need to be level 5 to use that, so not even close. Narwhal's Horn. Where of Arl. I wished on the frozen lake. The god medics is that one break. That's pretty decent. Attacks never deflected. That's quite good. The cursed fang said to fill itself with the blood of its enemies and grant power to those who keep it full. 3 will per kill. That's pretty good. Yeah. Two strength resist, 1 will per turn. It's gonna be ages till we can use that, and it's not good enough. Attacks never deflected. I think Sunstone is relatively common, but still, we're gonna buy that. And Narva's Horn. This guy's attacks are never usually not going to be deflected, so we're going to give that. No, he's not level 3. Alright, whatever. But he will get it. Rook will be getting Sunstone. And then we get to the Great Hall. Rook, thank the gods you made it. The Great Hall is an utter din, filled as it is with dozens of terrified families. Don't stop worrying yet. I haven't. What in the depths is going on? Dredge milling around ransacking houses. The chieftain's wife finds you, pushing through the crowd. They must know we're here. Why haven't they attacked? Don't know. I wouldn't expect it to last. I've made some decisions. But tell me straight. What would you both do in my place? I'd have left by now. They're already outside the doors. Not so easily done. Rook, I trust Ivor on this. The chieftain sighs, a deep and heavy breath, slumping. He looks years older. I imagine us fighting back and saving the town, but nonsense. Ivor's right, of course. We can't just wait to be slaughtered. Where do we go? If Dredge are coming down from the north. Frostveller, to the west. It's close and has walls. I intend to be free of Skogur in one push, nobody left behind. I wouldn't. If they follow us, we're done. What do you suggest? Let me create a distraction, then go. I'll catch up on the road to Frostveller. Let me create a... I'll help with the distraction. I didn't ask for advice to just ignore it. Promise you're not throwing away your lives on this. That wasn't part of my plan. Ivor? Nope. Then I'm coming with you. That catches you by surprise. The chieftain rubs his chin, but doesn't argue. From the training she's given, a lad, you've no doubt she can handle a bow. Fine. I'll get the townspeople ready. Make your move, Ivor. We'll leave when you're clear. I want Gil with us. Is this Gil or Jill? I'm guessing it's Gil, considering we're in the north. If something happens to us, I need him to tell the chieftain. Ivor goes off to find him. Alette finds you. I know what you're doing. You have to let me come, she says. Don't leave me. Please, I'll be good. Alright. Promise to listen. I promise, she says. Ivor soon finds you both. Let's go. Remember, we're not trying to fight them all. We're just getting their attention. You step into the town courtyard, where you can already see Dredge in every direction. Ivor starts banging his shield and swearing at them. We kill a few, he shouts, and the rest will follow. You steal yourself a tough fight. There. Gotta go. Bye-bye, Bria. This guy's weak. You should probably go before him then. Okay. So this guy has low shield or relatively low shields. This guy's high shields. Yeah. So just break his shield from a distance if possible. Fuck. I was hoping we would get the initial hit on him. Serious though, she's married. God damn it! I hate when they go after her. Knocked back 4 tiles. Fuck's sake, this is not fair. They get so many more turns than us. And they specifically go after one target just to make the story worse. Okay, let's go for shield break. Okay, I guess she needs to move. And we're fine. Alright. Good, good. Alette has been injured. You have no problem getting Dredge to follow. Things begin to look dicey, but you're eventually able to lose them in the thick woods, where they have a difficulty keeping up. You climb to an overlook and wait for the caravan to appear. An hour later, Oddlife is the first to spot them. There, she points to the road. As you rejoin them, you can tell there was trouble. Some people were wounded, others missing. A group has gathered at the rear of the caravan. Oddlife walks beside a covered figure in the open wagon. Old fool, she says, through clenched teeth. I should have stayed with him. The chieftain's death hits you like a blow to the gut. You continue on onto Frostvellir in silence. Alette's hand firmly in your own. Well, shit. So I played on easy, yeah. Fighting slags is hard, lol. Hey, we won the fight. Pausing to catch your breath, you glance backward to see the caravan stretched out past the point of safety. They're spaced out so far you're unable to see those bringing up the rear. We've got to pull them together, says Ivor. It'd be dangerous to stop until at least the Godstone. The path should be just ahead. Rallied the caravan with a speech. You make your way to the rear and hoist a small child onto your shoulders. Fight for every step. Remember those who didn't make it and push onwards. The clansmen see your effort and follow suit, pushing themselves harder. Ah, yeah. This game looks gorgeous. It's so cool. Far enough for today, I think. After the day of misery, men and women dropped their meager possessions beneath the Godstone of Hridvaldir. What are we doing? We just left our homes because suddenly there were Dredge. Chieftain did what I suggested, and look what he got for it. Look at these people. Somebody has to hold them together. That's you, Rook. How am I supposed to do that? Lie? Tell them everything's going to be alright? God's rook, I don't know. Pretend you know what you're doing. That's what the rest of us do. Thanks for advice. Then do whatever you want. Let them fend for themselves, if you can live with it. You humans are absurd, Rook. Furious when you're not in control. Terrified when you are. Pull it together. You're right. Think of how I feel. I'm stuck nursing a bunch of weaklings. You do care. I can tell. Feh. Men are a plague on the world, worse than any dredge as far as I can tell. Chats like this are why we get along so well, Ivor. It's quite fun. Using a child for your political image. Embarrassing. You talking about what I just did? In the speech? Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty funny. It wasn't for my political image. It was to rally the people. You sleep poorly. The sun forever stuck to an eternal bright sky. Before the others rise, you find yourself staring over long, low hills covered in pine. The godstone looms overhead, the massive eyes of Hrivaldir looking the same direction as you. Inspect the stone. The weathered stone doesn't see many visitors. Not much reason to travel so far east. When hunters come through, they sometimes stop to give offerings. Out of habit, more than anything else now that the gods are dead. Hridvaldir was the god of hunters and of wild beasts, occasionally seen roaming the land as both man and wolf. He was always depicted in effigy, with his terrible spear. You wonder what he'd think about his woods being full of dredge now. A young girl from the caravan approaches you. I made this for you, she says, handing you a crude necklace carved on the branch she must have found nearby. Thank you for saving my mama, she says, before running back to her tent. Back at your tent, you rouse Alette, who clings to your arm until she's completely awake. Bad dreams. Eventually, the camp is broken down, and it's time to move on to Frostvellir. It feels like the end. It feels like an end to more than a start. Patrick is talking gibberish. What happened to the accent? Yeah, I kind of let it go. I have to admit that it was fueling my fantasies. Fucking fantasies? What kind of fantasies? The caravan halts when a group of men appear on the trail, weapons at their feet. We've seen the dredge in your wake, says one. We don't wish to meet them alone. If you let us join you, we'll show you a watering hole with enough animals to fill those supply wagons. An inherent fear of strangers raises mutters from the caravan. Allow the men to join you. What are you doing here at our alone? We were hunting here for food when the dredge found our village, says the man. When we returned, he looks away, unable to finish. Alright, for now, we'll say yes. If you'll be no trouble, come along, you say. The men cautiously join your ranks and prove trustworthy. The hidden watering hole is nearby, teeming with animals, and soon your supplies are nicely restocked. Cool. During a rest, One of the men is too drunk and end up splashing meat in a warrior's face. A brawl erupts, many thrown fists and a broken bone later. The instigator, Raffensvarter, is tossed on the ground at your feet, angry clansman looking for satisfaction. His personal defense is a little more than drooling mumbles. Yeah, I'm gonna make him defend himself. Coerce a public apology from him. Grabbing Raffensvater's neck, you force him to lick the crowd. Apologize for this mess, you demand. The man babbles until you squeeze harder. Sorry, he yells repeatedly, even after you let him go. Folks shake their heads, but leave the man alone. Yeah, we'll rest the next day. The caravan is visibly relieved to find a small village on the way to Frostveller, with beds and fresh supplies. The locals here are shocked by the news you bring and discuss it amongst themselves while you set up nearby. Okay, I guess we're resting now. A milkmaid that you pillage. Why would you be a milkmaid? Let's talk to him first. As Yaramegel, you find Egil outside the camp, practicing his sword swings. I saw you taking some hard hits out there. Oh, yeah, I'm great. Not great, considering everything that's, I'm fine. My arm's fine. It's a strong shield. It's Rook, right? I know we haven't, talked much before now, but if you want, just call me Gil. Okay, Gil. There you go. Alright. I wanted to let you know that I meant what I said before about making sure nothing happens to Alette. You're protective of Alette, huh? Well, I don't want her to get hurt. You can see his cheek turn bright red. Don't worry. She can take care of herself too. I know. I didn't mean easy, Gil. I know what you meant. Never seen a shield like that before. Yeah, I doubt there's many. My father made this. It's solid metal, really heavy. But I've been practicing with it since I was a kid. I used to spend a lot of time just getting used to lifting it. He raises it up to show you. I'm pretty good with it now. It's the only thing of my father's I have left. Then, when my mother died, she gave it to me before she died. He's kind of stumbling over his words here. Okay, of course, use Patrick Bateman dancing to Phil Collins is my real fancy. Yeah, that's pretty funny. I'm heading back to camp. I don't think Ivor thinks he's doing well. And if you need something, let me know. I can do anything you need. Between you and Ivor, we're going to be okay, I can tell. Armor on rest, drawing aggro, and strength. That one's really, really good for defensive. Like, incredibly good for defensive. 3 will. Armor on rest. Yeah. I might get that and save it for like way late in the game. The other two weren't particularly good. We need supplies, don't we? We'll just buy all of their supplies. Bjarkenrune. 15% dodge strength attacks. I guess for now we can give that to someone who's level 2. Alright. Breaking shields. What's this again? I can't remember. I can't remember what this is. Exertion is the amount of willpower you can use. Alright. Cool. Have that. And I think we ought to rest one night. So that Egil can gain his sanity. If you're enjoying the video so far, maybe you should leave a like. Huh? You were only just outside the village when 2 men in red approach. My name is Håkon, says one, gesturing to another. My brother is Mogan. Many from the village wish to join you to Frostveller. A third man, exuding rage, charges up to the group. Shut your mouth, Hogan, he screams. What's going on? These bastards don't speak for us. They've been trying to divide the village since you got here. True. You can keep whoever wants to stay and die. The rest of us will go to the reasonable people to Skogur. I'll have you both gutted before I let half the village desert. Behind the angry villager, a mob of armed thugs have appeared, all furrowed brows and nervous stares. You both know what will happen to the rest of us if the fields are abandoned. Nobody leaves. Okay, so I'm a pretty big fan of individual choice. If people want to leave, they can leave. You shouldn't hold people in place, right? You don't get to decide that. So, let people decide on their own. We thought that's how it went ourselves. A good number told me to my face they didn't want to be beaten to death by Dredge. Dredge my ass. I don't know what the scam is this time, Hogan. But you've got 2 choices. Get back to work, or I'm finally putting you in the ground. Mogan, what do you say? Thought it was unfair that he only asked me. Mogan draws his axe slowly, followed by Hogan. Despite their confidence, the brothers significantly outnumbered. I think I make a poor farmer. Hello, Kika. It's not defending their homes. That's not stopping people from leaving is not defending your home. It just isn't. I'm gonna defend their brothers because they're just wanting to leave. They should be allowed to leave. And so should anyone who wants to. Fuck this guy. Alright. Yeah. Okay. What are these guys good at? Thrasher and Thrasher. They're both Thrashers. One is more defense, one is more attack, but otherwise the same. Okay. Alright. I guess we'll put them before Egil. Okay. They have a lot of relatively high shield. Oh, no, these ones are fine, but these two have relatively high armor for humans. Ah, this is bad positioning all around. Okay. I think I'm gonna take advantage of this here. So what I'm gonna do is put him there. Put these two there. That's too close. Take out his armor. God damn. That hurt like a motherfucker. Alright, so he's down in one hit. Bloody flail. And it's pretty good. He'll be fine. Take out his shield. Alright, this guy is gonna be the difficult guy. Yeah. He does a lot of damage. We need to let the both the brothers need to survive. Shit. Oh, come on, game, don't do me dirty like this. Gah. So he goes next. No. Shit. God damn it. They look the same. I thought, fuck's sake, we could have taken him out. Fuck's sake. It's so annoying. Alright, nothing we can do. This guy might as well just do that. God damn it. Take him out. Fuck. Fuck him up. consequences. Mugget has been injured. He better not have died. Cool. The brothers thank you with wide grins. Soon many of the villagers have joined your caravan. You scan around anxiously for a lad who had gone missing when the fighting began. Eventually you find her, watching from afar. Hogan returns at that moment, introducing you to his son and wife, and you soon set out again. Alright, so we got a bunch of people. Alette marches quietly alongside the caravan, a little distant since leaving the village. When you stop for a rest, Oddlife approaches you both. Alette, I have something for you. Oddlife has gathered up a long banner from the caravan and smiles warmly as she passes it to Alette. What is this about? I was hoping you'd sew up the banner with everything that's happened since we left Skogur. Come find me another time, Rook, and we'll talk. Before you can comment, she departs. Dad, are you the chieftain now? It looks that way. Oh, then that means you're both quiet for a moment while Alette unfurls the banner. Oddlife has been teaching me how to sew. She speaks highly of you. Can we read the part about Mum? You nod. On the banner has been sewn the story of families who've lived in Skogar throughout the years, just as is done on every banner in every town. I wish she were here. I'm kind of glad she isn't. The section of the banner about your family is short, but Alette has been sewing in colorful designs. Why do you say that? So she doesn't have to deal with all of this dredge, leaving home. And why did you kill those men in the village? I mean, if it's okay to ask. Well, none of these reasons. The reason is because I stand for individual choice, and the person in charge of the town is trying to stop people from trying to save their own life in the way they saw fit. He was a piece of shit. Anyway. So it's not that they would have killed others that was the problem, it's why they were going to kill them. I had to make a hard choice because the dredge are terrifying. Every time we have to fight, I just want to run. But I don't want to kill a person. Please, are you mad at me? I'm glad you don't want to. I guess I would do it if I really had to. But do we have to? I know what you mean. Yeah, I know, Dad. I think you're doing a pretty good job. She hugs you. You spend the rest of your time together, sewing new verses into the banner. For better or worse, the story of Skogur is your burden now. Alright, Oddlife, what have you got? How are you doing, Odd? I'm alright. Not at first. Sometimes when a loved one dies, people say it doesn't sink in for a while. It sunk in for me right away. People tell me I'm a strong woman. It's funny, my father named me Oddlife before I was even born. He wanted a boy so badly. Strong woman, what does that even mean? People look up to you. Don't take this the wrong way, but I don't want to be known for handling my feelings. If I feel nothing about my husband dying, people think I'm strong. If I cry because my insides feel like they are on fire, I'm weak. Why does that feel so backwards? I'm sorry, Rook. It's been hard. You're not sure what to say. In the many years you've known the chieftain's wife, this is probably the most you've ever talked. You asked me to come find you. Yes. It's about the banner. I thought about it a long time. He asked me to give it to you, you know, if something happened. Why me? He always depended on you, Rook. It should be mine. I could carry it. But I thought about you when he named you. But I thought about why he named you. I get it. They won't follow a woman. Families would leave. Our banner would be divided. I think they would follow you. I would vouch for you. I would vouch for you. Come on, Rook. This isn't the time for pretend. It's not just about our small town. What happens the first time we need something from another clan? How will that go? And the first time someone thinks they can take advantage of us? I think this is what has to happen. Maybe this is what it means to be a strong woman. I didn't read that, I'm sorry. I'm not sure if that's the dumbest thing I've heard or the sweetest. Listen, I know I dragged this out. The truth is, my husband and I could never have a child. I don't want our banner to end here. It'll be safe with you and Alette. I know you're going to take care of her. She puts her hand on your shoulder as she heads back to the camp. Cool. Alright, we are only a few minutes away from ending the stream, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a bit of training, sort through the heroes, and then we're gonna end the stream. Right, so Rook needs to have better armor break. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Wildlife is not one of the best Norwegian names. No, it's a little odd. Wildlife is cool. Ready for battle. I like archers, and this guy's pretty injured, so. So is this guy. Fuck him. This is not going to be easy. We have an archer over here. No. This guy there. No, because they're going to come from there eventually. Alright. Can they all hit him? If I do this... that'll be a safer bet. Nice. His armor break is gonna be a lot more helpful now. Okay, she can't actually hit. We'll put a trap here. Hits all units between the archer and the target. It's not very good. Alright, so that guy's pretty low on his armor now. So if we head down here, and I want to just take out as much of his strength as possible to leave him weak. And then we'll stonewall. Nice. He resisted every hit. Fuck him up. Nice. Shield break. Is Abba still alive? I think so. Hello, the chosen one. Alright, since he's gonna be killed quite easily, we'll break more shields. Cool. No. Well, I didn't actually want to do that. Fuck. Ouch. Yep, that's gonna hurt. She's got low strength at the moment. Take him out. Here's the archer. She's gonna cause chaos. I was really hoping they'd leave her alone. He has to go here. And then bloody flail. Nice. Fuck. I don't think that necessarily helps as much. This guy does no damage. Like, at all. He needs better shield break, man. Fuck's sake. So long, old life. Let's just take out a little bit of her health. No, that can fuck people up. Take out this guy. You can cut him, so let's do that. Ah, shit. Man, our archers are just getting completely fucked. Oh, goodbye. Alright. Shield break again. And there we go. That pretty much secures this one. And finish it. There we go. Nice. And that's right on time. Wonderful. So that gave people more experience. Alright, you need shield break pretty desperately. I'm going to give him shield break and that, so now you can do a ton of damage. And again, she needs to be able to break shields from afar. Cool. Cool. Well, if you have enjoyed, be sure to, leave a like. And if you really enjoyed, you can maybe go watch some TADs and send them my way. It's up to you. But for now, we shall end the stream, and I'll see you, wonderful ladies and gentlemen, next week. Same time at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm pretty sure. I might have gotten it wrong. I don't know. Daylight savings is always weird. It's different times for different time zones. It's so dumb. Anyway, I'll be ending the stream, so I'll see you guys next week, as well as in other videos.